Welcome back to Home Video. This is James. So next, feeling a lot better today, guys. So thought I'd follow up on the last review, do another game, but an updated game, obviously. So we're looking at Ori and the Will of the Wisps. There was an original called Ori and the Blind Forest. Now this is the sequel. You know, the good thing about this is you don't necessarily have to play the first game to get into this one. I actually consider the second game a better game than the first game. I really enjoyed the first game, but the second game just has a lot more going for it in terms of lots of side quests to do, new features, new characters, new levels to explore, a bigger game. I think the game is twice as big as the first game. It was developed by Moon Studios. They were kind of like an independent game company, and it's got top ratings everywhere. The gameplay is sort of like a Metroidvania style gameplay. If you don't know what Metroidvania is, it's a subgenre of the straight platformer left to right action adventure games, using a more non-linear approach using maps and side quests and so forth. One of the things I really enjoy about Ori is the gameplay. You actually utilize all of the buttons on the controller, and it forces you to know what you're doing with the controls, and once you can master it, it's actually a really fun experience. A lot of games don't really have this. It's just you'll just mash the buttons, or you might be just using the same button over and over, or just click and point, and it's just rather boring. But here with Ori, it really tests you, but in a challenging way where it's not too hard either. There's easy, medium and hard. I played the whole game easy all the way through, really enjoyed it, loved it, and then I played the hard, and I played the hard all the way through, and I completed it, all the side quests and everything. So that's how much I really enjoyed it. You know, there's quite some sad moments in it. You know, kind of almost brings a tear to your eye, which is quite rare for games to be able to do that. You find yourself really entranced in the fairy tale world that's built. Just the artwork itself, it's so amazing to look at. Every single level is carefully constructed, and you can see that there's passion gone into the artwork in every single scene. There's not a dull scene. Even the underwater scenes, the Luma pools, it's just amazing to look at. Even some of the more dark levels, like the sand dunes, the way it's done here with the music especially, everything just gels so nicely, and it's a pleasure to look at. Like I said, all the different levels and the way that they're all constructed. One of the things I do like is the map design. Every time you further in the game, a new part of the map is unlocked. And it's a great way to be able to retrace your steps and see where you've been and haven't been, because there is a bit of backtracking in this game. But like I said, all the stages are a pleasure to look at, so it's not really an issue. About a quarter of the way through the game, you come to the Wellspring Glades. Now this is basically like your campground, or the central hub of the game, where there's a lot of different characters you can speak to for side quests, and just to upgrade your weapons, you know, and just help out the camp. I really enjoy the way they've done it, because it gives you kind of like a Shire feel from Lord of the Rings. It's kind of the happy place you can go and just relax. The music score for it is amazing as well. And then obviously when you're ready, you go back and you venture out into the darker levels, just like in the Lord of the Rings, where Frodo ventures out from the Shire, and from there it's all darkness. Well, a lot of darkness anyway.
It's a dangerous business, Frodo. Going out your door, you step onto the road, And if you don't keep your feet, there's no knowing where you might be swept off to.
The gameplay is challenging, but not too challenging that you'll give up. It gets you to a point where you are almost about to give up, but you don't, because it's just a fantastic game. The enemies are great, the big bosses, and once you really figure out the way to beat them, it's not as hard as what you think. The main thing in the game is to level up, like most games. Make sure you level up, because otherwise it is hard to further on and beat the bosses. But if you do level up, then you're winning. A little tip in the game: if you're going to the Luma pools and you need to breathe underwater, you only have a limited amount of breathing underwater before you choke and you die, obviously. But if you go to the Wellspring Glades, go to one of the guys that sells all the upgrades, and you have breathing underwater, and you can buy that. It's really cheap. So if you want the underwater skill, you go over this way to Opha, press X, he's here, and then go down to water breath, breathe underwater. Grab that guy, and it's going to save you a whole lot of work in the Luma pool stages. The story's great. It really builds on the first video game, and just really doubles up in terms of entertainment, value for money. And like I said, the artwork, the music, the gameplay, everything is just top notch on this one. I'm going to give this game 5 stars. If you haven't played it, check it out. I'm playing it on Xbox One. It's a decent sized game. This is the map. Surprisingly, it took me about 16 hours to finish the game on hard, getting all the side stuff, side quests. I'm not a huge gamer, but I do enjoy. If there is a good game, I will try and finish it and finish the whole thing. A few games I did enjoy was Red Dead Redemption, LA Noire, a few more. But let us know. Leave a comment. Let us know what are some good games. I'll review them, or I'll play them if I haven't reviewed them. If they're really good games, obviously. I don't really play the ordinary games. You can kind of tell once you start playing it if it's going to be ordinary or not. But that's everybody's personal opinion. Sometimes I watch ordinary movies, but that's film. I enjoy film. I enjoy games as well, but I don't really. I don't know the difference. Anyway, guys, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. This is James signing off from the Home Video Channel.